You know what nobody tells you about sleeveless dresses? They're absolutely stunning. Until you catch yourself in a mirror and suddenly feel like maybe you should have grabbed that cardigan. But here's the thing. What if I told you there's a way to cover your arms that doesn't involve drowning in fabric or looking like you're headed to a funeral? Something so elegant that people will think you planned it from the very beginning, not as an afterthought. Stay with me because by the end of this video you're going to have a solution so clever, you'll wonder why fashion magazines aren't talking about it. Hello my beautiful friends. Welcome back to Glow at Every Age, where we prove that style has absolutely no expiration date. If you're new here, welcome to our little corner of the internet where we celebrate looking fabulous without emptying our wallets or compromising comfort. I'm so glad you found us, and trust me, you're in exactly the right place. For my returning viewers, thank you for being here again. You know we always bring something special to the table, and today is no different. We're solving one of those wardrobe challenges that keeps so many gorgeous sleeveless dresses hanging in our closets, practically begging to be worn. Now before we dive in, do me a quick favor. If you love discovering style secrets that actually work for real women living real lives, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free, it takes 1 second, and honestly, it helps us keep bringing you these practical, budget-friendly tips every single week. Alright, now let's get into this because what I'm about to share is going to change the way you think about arm coverage forever. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. You've got this absolutely beautiful sleeveless dress hanging in your closet. Maybe it's that floral number you bought last summer, or that elegant solid piece you grabbed on sale. The dress itself? Perfect. The fit? Wonderful. But then you put it on and there's that tiny voice in the back of your head saying, I wish my arms were covered. And listen, I get it. This isn't about hiding. This isn't about shame. This is about feeling confident and comfortable in what we wear. Because confidence, my friends, that's what makes any outfit truly shine. Now, most women do one of two things here. They either skip the dress altogether, which is honestly heartbreaking, or they throw on the same old cardigan they've been wearing for 3 years. And there's nothing wrong with a cardigan, don't get me wrong. But sometimes, just sometimes, we want something different. Something that feels intentional. Something that looks like we put thought into it even if it took us 30 seconds. So here's what we're doing today. I'm giving you 5 arm covering solutions that are so beautifully simple, so unexpectedly chic, that you're going to look at your sleeveless dresses with completely new eyes. First up, let's talk about the structured shrug. Now I know what you're thinking. Shrugs? Really? But hold on, because I'm not talking about those flimsy see-through things from 2005. I'm talking about a structured shrug with just enough weight to it that it stays in place and creates a clean line across your shoulders. The magic of a structured shrug is that it covers exactly what you want covered, nothing more, nothing less. It hits right at that sweet spot on your upper arm. And because it's structured, it doesn't cling or bunch up when you move. You can find these in lightweight knits, beautiful satins, or even soft jersey fabrics. Here's the trick though. You want to choose a shrug that's 1 shade darker or 1 shade lighter than your dress. Not matching, not contrasting wildly, just subtly different. This creates depth and makes your outfit look sophisticated, rather than like you just grabbed the first thing you saw. And the best part? You can find gorgeous structured shrugs at places like Target, Marshall's, or even thrift stores for under $30. Sometimes even under $20 if you're patient and keep your eyes open. Now moving on to option number 2, the oversized silk scarf as a sleeve. I know this sounds unconventional, and that's exactly why it works. Take a large square silk scarf, we're talking about the ones that are at least 35 inches by 35 inches, and you're going to drape it across your shoulders and arms in a way that creates this effortless, almost European elegance. There are 2 ways to do this. The first way is to fold the scarf into a triangle, drape it across your shoulders with the point hanging down your back, and then gently tie the 2 ends in a loose knot at your chest or let them hang naturally. This creates beautiful fabric coverage over your upper arms, while adding this artistic element to your outfit. The second way, and this is my personal favorite, is to leave the scarf square, drape it across your shoulders like a shawl, and secure it at one shoulder with a beautiful brooch. The fabric naturally falls over your arms, and when you move, it moves with you in the most graceful way. What I love about this option is that it doesn't feel like you're covering up. It feels like you're adding a statement piece. And silk scarves, my friends, you can find them everywhere. Check your local thrift stores, browse online marketplaces, Or even ask your mother or grandmother if they have any tucked away. I guarantee someone in your family has a collection they'd love to share. Option number 3, and this one surprises people, the Longline vest. Now, when I say vest, I don't mean those boxy masculine vests from the 80s. I'm talking about a Longline vest that falls somewhere between your hip and mid-thigh. Sleeveless, of course, but with armholes that are cut high enough to provide that coverage you're looking for. The beauty of a Longline vest over a sleeveless dress is that it creates vertical lines that are incredibly flattering. It elongates your silhouette, and because the vest is open, it frames your dress rather than covering it completely. You still get to show off that beautiful dress you love, but now your arms have that extra layer of fabric that makes you feel secure. Look for vests in fabrics that have a bit of structure. A linen blend works beautifully for daytime. A crepe or soft wool works for more formal occasions. And the color? Either match your dress for a monochromatic, streamlined look, or choose a complementary neutral that ties everything together. Places like Chico's, Talbot's, and even Amazon have fantastic Longline vests at really reasonable prices. I've seen them as low as $25, especially if you're shopping off-season. Let's move to option number 4, the balloon sleeve underpinning. This is where we get a little creative. You're going to wear a lightweight, long-sleeve top underneath your sleeveless dress, but here's the key, the sleeves have to be special. We're talking balloon sleeves, bell sleeves, or peasant sleeves. Something with volume and interest. The top itself should be fitted through the body so it doesn't add bulk, but those sleeves, they're doing all the talking. And because the sleeves are the statement, they don't feel like an afterthought or like you're just layering for warmth. Choose a top in a color that either matches your dress exactly for that monochromatic sophistication, or in a color that's one of the accent colors in your dress if it's a print. The sleeves peeking out from under your sleeveless dress create this dimensional, fashion-forward look that honestly appears way more expensive than it is. You can find these tops at places like H&M, Zara, or Old Navy. And if you're handy with a sewing machine, you can even modify a basic long-sleeve top by adding elastic to the cuffs to create that balloon effect. But that's totally optional. And finally, option number 5, the tailored cape overlay. Now, I saved this one for last because it's the most dramatic but also the most versatile. A cape overlay is exactly what it sounds like. It's a cape-style piece that drapes over your shoulders and arms, usually hitting somewhere around your elbow or wrist. What makes this different from a regular cape is that we're looking for ones that are specifically designed to pair with dresses. They're cut to drape elegantly without adding bulk, and they often have a subtle way of staying in place, whether that's a delicate chain, a hidden snap, or just the weight of the fabric itself. The reason this works so beautifully is that it's undeniably intentional. Nobody's going to look at you and think you're trying to hide anything. They're going to think you're making a fashion statement, which of course you are. Cape overlays come in everything from sheer organza for summer events to velvet for winter gatherings. And yes, they can be pricey if you're shopping high-end boutiques, but I've found stunning options at places like ASOS, Nordstrom Rack, and even Etsy, where independent designers sell them for $40 to $70. Now, here's something really important I want you to remember. Whichever option you choose, the goal is to feel like yourself, just elevated. This isn't about transforming into someone you're not. This is about taking what you already love and making it work even better for you. And that's the real secret to style at any age. It's not about following every trend or wearing what magazines tell you to wear. It's about understanding what makes you feel confident and then finding creative ways to achieve that feeling. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 options are you most excited to try? Are you Team Structured Shrug, Team Silk Scarf, Team Longline Vest, Team Balloon Sleeves, or Team Cape Overlay? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you've tried any of these before, tell us how it worked for you. This community thrives on shared experiences, and your insights might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Also, if you found this helpful, and I really hope you did, give this video a thumbs up. It tells YouTube that this content matters and helps us reach more women who are looking for exactly this kind of practical, real-world advice. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. One more thing before you go. I want you to look at your closet differently from now on. That sleeveless dress you've been avoiding? Pull it out. Try it on. And then try one of these 5 options with it. Take a picture, even if it's just for yourself. See how you feel. Because I promise you, when you find that combination that makes you feel beautiful and comfortable at the same time, it changes everything. Style isn't about age. It isn't about size. It isn't even about budget. Style is about knowing yourself well enough to dress in a way that honors who you are and how you want to move through the world. And that, my beautiful friends, is something we can all achieve one thoughtful outfit choice at a time. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I'll see you in the next video where we're going to talk about accessorizing those gorgeous outfits you're creating. Until then, keep glowing, keep growing, and remember, every age is the perfect age to look and feel absolutely incredible. Take care.